What's up, my Vina loves? It's Miss Vina D coming to you all from Vina Entertainment News. So Nicki Minaj, well, she have a documentary coming out. I'm not going to press the volume, but you can see the video on the screen on mute. In this video, she's talking about domestic violence and how her father used to abuse her mother. It was so bad to the point where sometimes she used to take her very small body and step in front of, her mom and spread her hand open and be like, no, you're not going to hit my mother. She said based on those things that she witnessed, she vowed that, she would never allow no man disrespect her, call her out of her name, treat her badly, and all of that. And she was crying, and she said that's why sometimes people just think that she's the B word, she's angry, she's arrogant, she's this, that, and the third. But it's because of her childhood and what she noticed. Now, in this second video, she's talking about experiencing abuse herself. She's saying that after witnessing that happen to her mother and being so strong and saying that she would never allow that to happen to her, well, it happened to her. She ended up dating someone who did those things to her. Now, we're going to find out exactly what those things were, but it's in the video. She's saying that what happened to her mother happened to her. Now, in this video, she talked about her new song, Good Form, okay? That song, Good Form, could have been recorded a while ago, right? Because she's been working on her new album, Queen, for a long time. So it could have been recorded for a while ago. But she was in Miami for a while working on this album, okay? And that song is on her new album. The only two guys that she publicly dated or had a situation with after Safari was Meek and Nas. She have nothing but good things to say about Nas. Nas is a gentleman. Nas is a king. After the situation, he just left it alone. Didn't speak to the media. Didn't disrespect her. Like, nothing but great things to say about Nas. Meek, not too much. She said the relationship was toxic. And, Meek is one of those people that he's not going to sit back and watch you play him, how Safari had his moments where he opened up a little bit, but for the most part, he's really kept everything under control. He's not out there bashing her, like really going in the way how an angry ex would go in. 12 years, there's a lot that he could have said. When Nicki talked about his hairline and his surgery, Safari could have fired back and said some disrespectful things to Nicki, because I'm sure he was there when certain things happened, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? The only thing he fired back with was that Nicki stabbed him. He was bleeding. He almost died. And to prevent Nicki from going to jail, he told the cops that he was trying to kill himself and he was suffering from depression. Now, I don't know what type of love that is, but I'm glad that the relationship ended, because that's just toxic right there. But you can tell that he beyond loved her to put that on himself and claim that he was trying to kill himself. Nicki did speak about that in her songs, but no one cared. If Nicki Minaj came out and said Safari stabbed her, he was going to be kicked off the Love and Hip Hop franchise. He was going to lose whatever endorsement he had. He was going to be canceled out here, But because a woman did it to a man is different. So that's that about Nicki and Safari, all of these things. Meek, on the other hand, he don't care. And that's why Nicki chilled on him, because she knows if she just pushed certain buttons, Meek would just go in and he does not give a whatever. Long story short, it looks like Meek was like, you know what? I dated this girl for a while. I'm just going to go ahead and we're going to have a conversation, hash out our differences. We're going to be cool. And Nicki said Meek called her and they had a conversation. He apologized. Yes, that's Nicki whole MO. Like, you have to bow down to her. You literally have to be kissing her feet in order for her to be rocking with you like that. That's what she said. All of the things that she did in her relationship with Safari, I'm sure he did a lot of messy things as well. So I'm not over here standing up for him and not her. Absolutely not. I was in a relationship, but they both did messy things. But in all of her mess that she did, all she keeps saying is, all he have to do is apologize to her and things will be good. She's a forgiving person. But she feels like she didn't do anything wrong and don't have to apologize for nothing. So that's the key word. Meek called her and apologized for his part. Even when Funk Flex asked her in that interview, Nicki, there's been Nas, Safari, Meek, and whoever else we don't know about. You don't think that in all of that you are the problem, since your relationships are not working? These people, you know what I'm saying? And she goes, no, I don't think I'm the problem. And he was like, really? And then in another conversation, she said, of course, relationship have ups and downs. Sure, I did things. And then she kind of softened out a little bit and said something along the lines. But when you don't think that you have a problem or you are the problem and everyone else is to blame, that's the problem. But this domestic violence situation, that's serious. So I'm going to talk. I don't want you guys to think I'm being insensitive. I am going to address it, okay? I just want to stay on track. So after Nicki, put that out there, it was like, okay, if Nas was great to her, she's talking about her new song, Good Form, when she was in Miami recently working on her album, then the only person that's left is Meek. It can't be Safari, because their situation ended years ago, and she's already, she did documentaries about the relationship and all of that, and have talked about all of the toxic situation that went on. This is a team, she talks about stuff like that. So, well, people are like, well, that leaves only one person. It leaves Meek. You know what I'm saying? So Meek now went ahead and posted this right here. Okay. When concerned about a narcissist, okay, he posted this. When concerned, they will lash out by claiming that they are the real victim. Their story will detail your drinking problem, depression, jealousy, low self-esteem, financial woes, etc., thereby gaining the sympathy of their fan club. Meanwhile, you will be isolated and confused while this aggressive campaign transpires. And when you emerge, the trap will have been set. He posted this right after Nicki posted those clips. And he put LOL. The thing is about the domestic violence, depending on how the documentary goes, I think Meek is just posting and simply writing LOL. And he's going to wait to watch the entire thing before he does anything deeper or bigger. Because at this point, it's just been LOL. It's just been 2 clips. If Nicki goes into some deep stuff and he feels like, I am not about to be out here being called a woman beater, and that's not about to be a part of my rep, then I'm sure he's going to have more to say. I'm sure he's going to do interviews. I'm sure. But at this point, he's just doing a repost and he's sitting back and he's waiting. Understanding that a hit dog will holler, and the fact that Nicki didn't, say her name, but if you put 2 and 2 together, you can kind of figure out is around the time she was dating Meek. But even if that's around the time, she did not say her name. The entire documentary is not out yet. Meek didn't get to watch it to even, form an idea of, is she making these allegations against him? So it's like you posting that, you just made yourself look guilty. So, with Meek going to jail a few times, and his recent, this most recent time he went to jail, it was this big deal, and he's now working towards the prison reform and changing his image and all of that going on. It looks like either him, he found it in himself, or his people talk to him and say, look, man, don't shift the energy right now that we're on. Don't feed into any of this, because now you're making yourself look guilty by even speaking on this, because Safari is on his page, minding his business, living his life. Whoever else that she's dealt with behind closed doors, you're the only one that is coming out 2 hours after hers were posted to post something like this, and is 100% towards Nicki. I mean, you watch the video and you read this, and now he's responding to Nicki. So it's like, okay, now you just made yourself look guilty. So it looked like after all of that, he went ahead and deleted this post off his Instagram page, because sometimes you have the choice and the power to change the narrative and to also get yourself involved in drama. So it looks like Meek went ahead and deleted it, because that brought so much negative attention to his page, when this whole time it's been a positivity. He's home, he's working on this, working on that, and that one post just brought so much negative attention. Now I do understand, after watching the entire documentary when it's released, and then posting something or defending yourself or saying these allegations are not true, then go from there. But you can't just go there based on a few minutes of a preview. I know I'm saying documentary, some of you guys say documentary, whatever the case might be. That's how I just said. And so, all right, well, that's that. I really do pray and hope that she's going to talk about it in this video, okay, because she's still very much emotional. So whatever it is, I hope she gets help, seek help, and I pray for her peace and all of that, because that's something very difficult for anyone to have to go through. So, I'm sad, it's terrible that Nicki had to witness that, and all of that. So I'm going to go ahead and end here, my Vina loves. I am wishing Nicki Minaj nothing but the best. I have more to say, but I don't want to make this video extra long for no apparent reason. I'm just going to keep it about Nicki and what's going on. All right? I'm going to go ahead and end it here, my Vina loves. I'm wishing you all an amazing day. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also, turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.